and then win, and they would be a billionaire at that point, or gazillionaire, or whatever outrageous number it is. It's going to be Coastline with Luminosity starting on attack. A good fragging map and not a bad map for DarkZero either.
But the options here are abound, and I think that that's mostly due to Coastline as a map specifically. This is one of those types of maps that, if you know, like a mirror is available
as well, and that's it.
All right, well, the pushing through security will be shut down by Hyper. DarkZero managing to get the early man advantage, but Hyper will get refragged by used in tandem with the flashes there, and the marks will get skies. Nice coordination there for Luminosity.
And Jarvis, as Eclipse gets a bit of HP chunked away. Houghton has made it out of the bathroom. 2 kills for him. Eclipse goes down to Jarvis, and it's an equal 2v2. In comes the Lion, but a C4 gets tossed out, and that'll be both of them. Hot and Cold, 4 kills. Goodness gracious me, well played by him. His name suggests inconsistency, hot and cold, but in that round, it was just the former.
Over by the kitchen. This is working out really well for Luminosity, thanks to the Montaigne getting a lot of information. Lion spotted out, but that's difficult to ask. Nice shot from Mint. That's Diffuser down as well, but Luminosity will clean it up. Getting the last 2 kills and round number 2.
This is just really good counter-stratting from Luminosity. Not a ton had changed in terms of the overall setup of Dark
for Luminosity.
Opening fire is going to come out now as LG manages to take out the first member of DarkZero. DZ had punished LG earlier on, but here the telltale sign of the Scorpion over towards Luggage, but caught very well as the Ash of Rexon tries his best to chase down Eclipse. There's another now for Hot and Cold. Shots on Eclipse. This is a former member of DZ, but Hot and Cold picks up his second after getting an assist earlier. Lots of shots being wrung out from the Lion, but Hyena is unsuccessful in his attempt to stop any member of DarkZero. DZ ends up winning that one on just an utter shootout in the final 30 seconds, and they will regain the lead. Oh my. Hold on one second here. Sorry. That's an exclamation mark on any
20s. Countering Heartburn at this age is a risk. There goes the clash. Nice use of the Soviet
stealing in through and to their doom. If they're not fast enough, how do you land that shot? Mid with 2 and almost a third. My God. Incredible play from DarkZero, but Mint in particular, some absolutely inhuman shots. A phantom angle being held from Eclipse. Hyper inside a lobby. He'll collapse on one. Doodle's there, but he's not able to do too much after he finally shuts down Mint. But the diffuser needs to be planted. And it is. It's Hyper in a 1v2, spraying into a common spot to just try and open up as many sites as possible. But he had heralded his own demise with all of those shots giving himself away. Doodle sitting largely in the same spot that he planted that diffuser. Goodbye.
It has to be a collapse from Luminosity if they want to have any chance. Backer gets 1. Hot and holding VIP. Push into default. It's plant going down. Here is the stick, but Hyper stops it with an impact. And there you go. DZ will take the round. The 000 working heavily against the attack.
DZ are well purposed to be able to shut down anybody from LG who tries to swing to stop this diffuse. Rotate from above. A C4 gets tossed out. Down it goes. So much patience, too much patience, and wins, but his line of sight now cut off, and his legs also cut off from Rexon gunning him down. Skies with the trade, but still the advantage in favor of LG. Nobody covering Mint. Nobody can get to that position. There's the Mozzie of Rexon. It's going to be him in a shootout against Mint with Doodle as a supporting cast member, and Rexon gets it. Mint unable to get out of there, and he'll allow Doodle the honors. This win for DarkZero, a must if they wanted to finish atop the NA standings, is now gone. And it's all tied up. 4-4. Plenty of time for on Earth are numbered. Down he goes, and another will be added to the trophy room of DarkZero. He'll be going dark. And if Hyena's not able to do something real big here, all of Luminosity will be going dark. There you go. They had squandered the lead, but they get it back. DZ 5-4 over LG so far.
Another attempt for, well, he's going to hold the angle. Probably smart, but he'll lose the fight to Factor, who just comes out on top.
From DarkZero is in harm's way. Oh, get obliterated, Doodle. And not exactly the swing that you want. Waiting for a greater shot is Hot and Cold to seize the opportunity presented by Jarvis. Control of this round, and with it, they will very likely get match point. In sprints Hyper, lots of damage done, but great sustain from the Doc. He's not going to be able to do too much to Skies. He picks up his second skeleton key kill. You don't usually see 1 in a round, let alone 2. But there it is.
Not die from below. We've seen how good LG are with their C4s, but there go 2 players for LG. DZ establishing a 2-man advantage. And that should
The
solidify.
main stairs. He doesn't get swung on, and it's a flawless round from DarkZero. It was over before it even really started on that particular round. 7-4, a victory for DZ, but in the greater aspect, able to salvage most of it towards the end. And, well, they pick up 3 points, and they'll finish with 29. One of the most beautiful men in our esport, who is now in a room that had a light installed from the previous interview. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Parker. How are you?
I'm doing very well. My first question for you is going to be that Montaigne that came out from LG. Do you think they stopped running it in that after that third round because of the way that you were countering it? And if so, what changed about your setup to counter it? Or do you think that there was something greater at play behind their strategy to move off of the Montaigne on their attacks?
I definitely think us countering it made them get off the Montaigne. I don't know what made them bring it in the first place. I think they just kind of got desperate after, not being able to close out some rounds. But yeah, I think we countered it pretty well, and they felt like it wasn't needed anymore.
Well, then let's turn our sights to what happened just in a broad sense when you went on to attack. You had a little bit of a rough 2 first rounds, especially the one where Skies got spawn peaked. And when he did, how much did that affect your ability to pull off and execute without your buck available for that round?
Obviously it hurt it a little bit, but I don't really think that caused us to lose a round. I think we just kind of stalled out without the buck, so I think that's what caused us to lose the round. We had to wait out all the smokes and then eventually got C4'd, so.
Yeah, I noticed your play from above. Was that a deliberate call in hopes of LG moving too soon and being able to punish them? Because with the exception of I believe it was Mint on Jackal jumping in and out repeatedly, it seemed like the rest of you were just simply holding the line and just waiting and not moving yourselves.
Yeah, it's a strat designed to basically get plant down without a lot of map control. And, they were playing top very heavy with Jaeger and Wamai. So we kind of designed to go around that stuff and just try and get the plant down. Obviously, it didn't work in the end, but I think we ended up doing it another round and it worked.
I was going to ask, what changed after your first 2 takes were not successful? You forfeited the opening kill in both those rounds, obviously one of them being a spawn peak, so that's always not sustainable for a defending team. But you forfeit, the opening picks. You have issues being able to take map control. That one round you just said wasn't designed to have much map control. What did you tweak to then dominate the final 3 rounds, ending your series off here with a flawless in round number 11?
I don't know if we really changed anything. I think it just kind of clicked in all our brains, like, tighten up. They're playing very loose. They're jumping out of windows. Smoke jumped out big window on me one round. I don't know what that was, but yeah, they're playing super aggressive, so we just tightened up, got better drones, and I think that led into, us winning a couple rounds.
Now, the season is over. You finish 3rd place. You're unable to catch SSG based on tiebreak or round differential. I'm going to offer up as a last question just your overall thoughts on what your team has accomplished this season and your thoughts as a player and the development of your squad since you made some roster moves, obviously, and we're still settling in with Eclipse and Skies in the roster after Tokonami.
Obviously, 3rd place isn't acceptable to any of us, and I think, outside of that, we've used the season to get better as a team, get closer as a team, and I think that'll carry through, onto the next seasons whenever they are. I think, yeah, we'll be looking a lot better, coming in next season.
Very well said. You get the final word now to say anything to your fans, the sponsors, etc., anybody watching at home. What would you like to say?
New DZ merch coming soon. It's gonna be looking good. Parker, we gotta get you some.
Appreciated. I'll be keeping my eyes on the courier box. So, always appreciated talking to you, Mr. Hot and Cold. Thank you very much for the interview, and best of luck next season.
Thank you. Later, Parker.